Hello, hello, hello. Let's change some things up just quickly, then we'll get into what we're meant to be doing today. Oh? Is it working? Alright. Lovely, lovely. Merlin, hello, how are you doing? Lovely. Merlin, Nitro, and Bean God. Lovely stuff. Perfect. Right, we got that working, we got that working. We've just got Twitch left, and then we'll be set. Add a stream info, go all the way to... I really need to mute that. Alright, time to mute tab. And same goes for you, email. Alright, sweet. There we go. Actually, one more thing. I don't know just how well this does on Twitch, but we'll chuck it in anyway. Alright. Kelsey! Hey, how are you doing? We got Ryan, we got Kelsey. Goodness, we got both mods in chat. No, how are you doing, Kelsey? I feel like it's been ages since I last spoke with you. Yeah, no, Kelsey has been offline for a long time, due to life circumstances. And I really, really hope that they're doing well. Rye just pops in every now and again, Nitro. But anyway. We got the multi-stream, the live scene, and the pop-out Picardo chat. Let's just swoop all the way over here. Lovely. Perfect. Alright. We're just gonna do nothing but well, no, you see. It's complicated because I'm awesome. Goodness gracious. Alright. Seems to be working. Oh my goodness. Anyway, now you see me. Hello. Oh, come on. I'm gonna see if there are any other things that I can do to make the stream run better. And it's because everything is being taken up by Firefox. Oh, that's sick. That's so sick. Tell you what if I just bookmark chuck it in there, and I think I can bring up everything else. I've got that done, I've got everything else done, we can just chuck it out. Oh, come on. Alright, we can get rid of this. I swear, I really need to migrate over to Google Chrome sometime. But I just never get around to doing it. I never get around to doing it. Like 94% memory, that's crazy. That's just bonkers. And that's, you know, there's no good reason why it should be running that much. No good reason whatsoever. Oh, it's desperately trying to cling on to life, and it's gone. And it's gone. Goodbye. Goodbye. Forever gone. Forever gone. Firefox is slowly dying. Let's go. Let's go, Firefox. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Sweet. Alright. Bring it back up again. And crazy how it immediately drops down to 70% memory usage. Isn't that insane? That's what happens when you run a cruddy, outdated search engine. That is why you need to migrate to Google Chrome. Why isn't my guy appearing? It's because I've turned off Facecam. That is the one and only reason why that's not there. Okay, cool. Well, come on, Firefox. Come on. JoJo becomes real next week. It does. Oh my goodness. Hello, Cody Cat. Also, goodbye, Kelsey. Goodness gracious. Firefox, please. I'm on stream. I can't wait like 10 billion years for you to get your birding gear. Goodness. Bring up Picardo. Bring up Twitch. Bring it up everything. Blah, 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 blah. Your videos, go to Twitch. Same thing. Go all the way over here into the dashboard. Go into Picardo. What a rocky start. I do apologize. I really do. Like, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Now we mute this tab, because I don't really care too much for it. Pop out chat, go to channel content, go to live, open it back up, and now we're good again. Absolutely bonkers, goodness. Ugh. Talk about frustrating, am I right? Now we bring up Cyberpunk. Turn it down. Turn it down a little bit more. Okay, how about that? That's much better. Finally. Ugh. Bye, love you all. Aww. Poor Kelsey. Poor Kelsey. Anyway, enough of that. I'm glad that they popped in. Especially considering everything that's going in their life. There's a couple of other things. Fun fact, I used to be... Yeah, Cody... So, Cody Cat, are you Cody Bear? Is that... Or are you completely different? Because if you are the same person, then, like, hop over to YouTube if you want. We got heaps of people in YouTube if you want to just come by and chat. Also, hello, Koo. How are you doing? What are you doing, silly? Pop by into YouTube. You can always chat there, because I'll be honest with you, Twitch is a ghost town. And then you're Merlin on YouTube. Okay, it all makes sense. It all makes sense. Okay, this is all fine. I think I can produce a sketch from this. Same here. I think this is the only one where I was like, ooh, weird. Anyway, we're gonna get rid of roughs real quick while we work on the proper sketch. Or we can just chuck it into roughs. No, we're not gonna chuck it into roughs. We can get rid of that at a moment's notice. Very nice. How are you doing, Vucky? Hello. Hello, hello, hello. I know this is apparent, but you're not a cute anime girl. Strange. Actually bizarre that you'd even consider that. Absolutely bizarre. Why on earth is he blinking like that? Come on. Come on. No need to be doing that. Come on. Let's try that again. Reset, and then... Okay, how about that? Is he better? Slightly. We can work with that. He's still got the weird thing going on with his eyes, but apart from that, it's fine. Like, seriously. I mean, look at those eyes. Those are not the eyes of a killer. Those are indeed the eyes of someone who is... Oh, so doped out of their mind. There we go. Anyway, enough dilly-daddling. Let's actually get into what we're meant to be doing. Put Lamal to the back. And start sketching. I'm fairly certain Eve's eyes are just that little bit bigger. But you're not the exact opposite. Excuse you? Excuse you? You're gonna, like, immediately come into my chat and say those things about me? How dare you? Oh goodness, how dare you? I didn't know you... I didn't know you suck up to oil barons. Hey man, whatever pays the bills. Okay, I need to remember how to draw her hair. Oh, right, it's meant to be way frizzier now. That's good. That's good. I like having frizzy hair on Eve. We'll probably change it. You are Japanese? Hell yeah. Also oil, and I speak anime, and... Okay, chat's already like, completely devolved. Cool. Also, this is the first time I'm drawing you funky gay creature of the dark. I'm doing well, thanks, Rai. I am doing well. But yes, I am a funky gay creature of the dark. Fear me. Fear me. Fear me in my mighty wrath. Also, first time that we're drawing Eve as, like, having big lesbian energy, which is fucking incredible. My best piece of advice whenever you're an author, writer, whatever, make sure you set out your themes per chapter as early as you can. Speak the wisdom, great being God. Hell yeah. Make sure you set out your themes, like, early on. Lesbieve. But yeah, no, Eve is, like, meant to have frizzy punk rocker, like, sort of 80s hair at this point of the story. In fact, literally every single character at this point of the story is inspired by 80s customs. I think that'll continue throughout most of the arcs thereafter. I might, like, go, or, like, you know, relent on some of the fit, or, like, the frizz the more I go, but I think for the most part this is kind of good. Would you embrace it? No. It looks like a mullet? Sure is. Sure is. We love mullets. Hair sprouting out from every which direction. It's incredible. I'm so excited for, like, writing Eve throughout this chapter. I'll figure out her eyes later, but... we might make her eyes just a little bit smaller. Actually, nah. Nah, I think they're fine the way they are. We just, like, have to actually draw the eyes instead of dancing around the issue. The 1980s and the 1920s. Do I smell an anachronism? Nah. More like, modern day styles clashing with the olden days. Because, like, pretty much I'm going to be dividing our the reader's focus into two groups. Your more stereotypical gangster... Oh, hello, Charity? Charity? Not Charity over here. Afraid not. Anyway, how are you doing, John Gallon? But no, I think I'm gonna divide our attention between two groups. The stereotypical gangster crime action group. You know, and then most of their looks are gonna be inspired by, like, the pinstripes, you know, the real 1920s. Pretty much like the Clipped Of and other related outcasts are going to be as Bavarian, as, like, counterculture as I can make them. And I'm looking towards the 80s, because the 80s actually have a very nice style and, you know. Let's change her mouth so she'd actually know. I think pointed down might look good, but we might want to bring that chin forward. Or, like, move this and maybe rotate it just a little bit. Just don't want her looking too mole-ish, get what I mean? We'll see. We'll see. We'll, like, recalibrate and, you know, go there and every now and again. But yeah. Let's have a look at Picardo, because... Three views on Picardo. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Okay, Furry VTuber. Okay, sweet. So that is appearing. And chuck back up here. Lovely, 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 lovely. Yeah, because this isn't looking like Eve at the moment, I'm gonna be honest with you. She's looking a little bit too pointy for my liking. Plus, like, the eye isn't really doing many favors for her. Let's get rid of that. We'll constantly refine as we go along, but I'm liking how this is turning out. Let's get rid of her big-ass goofy Joker grin for 1 second. Do we make the muzzle smaller? We could always do that. Okay, there we go. She's looking a lot more cherubic-like. Okay, lovely, lovely. Right, let's see. You're going to use the era that I listen a lot of music from. Let's go! Let's go! What do you mean You're actually so annoying, Maxwell, and you're not even funny, is the greatest thing about it. Okay. Let's give her a little bit of musculature. Just a little bit. Eve can look sharp. There we go. Took you a second to realize. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. I knew immediately because I'm absolutely goated. Meanwhile, you were the opposite of goated. You were actually lame and silly, and I do not like that. I'm doing alright, though. How about you? Fucker. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Plus, like, shout out and let me know if I'm trying to, like, masculinate. Surely masculinate is a word. Surely masculinate is a word. Yeah, masculinate is a word. To give a chiefly masculine character to especially a female to take on male characteristics. Yeah, do shout out if, you know. Because, like, really what I want to get out of Eve is for her to be more free-spirited. Okay, I guess we're not friends. You know that's wrong. And Max does smell. You are completely right. Right? It's crazy how right you are, and actually how intelligent and clever you are. But yeah, do let me know if, like, wow, I'm blushing. Funny. Funny. But yeah, do let me know if, like, at any moment... Oh, don't you dare. Why? Are we good? I might have to, like, save and restart all of this. Hopefully not, though. But yeah, do let me know if I, like, ever... Or if it ever appears that I'm, like, trying to masculinate Eve. I just want her to be, like, more free-spirited. And a little bit on the wild side. But if it, like, borders on, like, okay, you're trying to just make a male version of a female character, do let me know. As long as you don't overdo it, like, that's exactly what I was thinking. That is exactly what I was thinking. I think, like, a good example of, like, a good female lead would probably be... Or, like, a good female action lead at any rate, is probably where I'm getting at. Has to be Sigourney Weaver, Ellen Ripley. Hands down. Either her or, Clarice Starling from The Silence of the Lambs. I think those are two really, really good female leads. Because ultimately, like, their struggles aren't downplayed, all of their achievements are theirs and theirs alone. They're not, like, babied by a masculine figure. Everything that they do is, like, you know, as a result of their own actions. And not, like, a dominant male force in the background. I'd say, like, Agent Carter in, the What Ifs that Marvel put out is also she's a decent female lead. What other female characters do I like to draw inspiration from? Probably Agent Espinosa, is that her name? Mr. Robot, the Ranger lady. Oh, it's not Espinosa. What's her name? Oh, who are you? FBI agent actress. Her name is Dominique. Yeah, that's her. Grace Gummer. Lovely, lovely, lovely character. I love Dominique. Darlene is also really, really fun to see on screen. Most of, like, representation in Mr. Robot was really, really well handled. And, like, didn't get in the way of the story, which, you know, was an issue with sort of the minority boom in cinema during, like, the early 2010s. Furiosa, again, fantastic male or female lead. Especially, like, in the action sense, but yeah. Those are typically, like, who I want to envision, or, like, you know, draw on whenever I, you know, write a female lead. Because I feel like they're just really, really good examples of how you do it. Also, she has, like, awfully squarish everything, in fact. You can just, like, move that up. Okay, cool. Fuck, Eve looks good. Alright. Oh, you're very cozy? Aw. We love to see that. We love to see that. Also, I like how her name is Furiosa. Very cool. Very, very cool. Atomic Blonde, yeah. Atomic Blonde's a pretty good example. I can't remember her name all too well. But, like, I think Atomic Blonde is a really, really nice take on, like, sort of your Cold War spy thriller. Because it was, like, really... It didn't really, like, have any of the flair of the 1980s, and I think that was the point. But what it did have is some of the gritty, brutal action that you can expect from, like, operatives of the time. And it was very, very sort of sophisticated, but not, like, modern sophisticated. It was on the cusp of modern action, which I thought was really nice. I thought that was really nice. Speaking of good action, I watched the new James Bond film, No Time to Die. I think it's, like, my second favorite Daniel Craig film. Alita? What, from Alita's Battle Angels? Haven't watched that film. Have not watched that film. Should I watch that film? Is it, like, worth my time? Because I will if it is. I think I'll design most of, like, the geometry on the fly. I don't think I'll do... Because, like, I can sketch out characters because characters are pretty, like, complex. But the thing is, with a human, it's very hard to, like, develop a formula for a human. It's much easier to develop a formula for a car. So that's probably why I'm going to do most of my vector stuff for humans on the fly. The staircase shadow at the end of the Bond movie was fantastic. I think Rami Malek did a decent job as the villain. He could have been much better. Like, he still doesn't beat out Mr. Silver, for example. Like, Mr. Silver is a god tier Bond villain. But, like, more so in the sense, the gritty sense. Like, Malek's character, I can't remember the name of him. He felt very Dr. No. That's the thing that I liked about that Bond film, is that it was kind of a celebration of all things that were old Bond. Like, it had like, the high-intensity action. It had the, like, over-the-top, ridiculous henchmen. It had the one-liners. It had, like, the light-heartedness of, like, old Bond films. It also had, like, the gadgets. I was a big fan of the gadgets in that film. Plus, they brought out they brought back Felix, even if it was to unceremoniously, like, you know. But yeah. No, really, really happy with the new Bond film. Really, really fun. And it's something that I've wanted in a James Bond film for so long. You know, because, like, I'm so bored of, like, the gritty spy thriller that Spectre was, that, you know, even, like, Skyfall was. And I think that, that trend was pretty much kicked off with, like, early 2000s Bond. Certainly was, like, apparent in Skyfall. But yeah, no, really, really happy with No Time to Die. Really, really good send-off for Daniel Craig's Bond. By the way, I want to run this past some of you. If you're a James Bond fan or not, or, like, you know, you have a passing cultural osmosis interpretation of the character. My brother had an idea of, like, who he would want to see as James Bond, and I find myself agreeing with him. He would really like to see Idris Elba as James Bond. What are your guys' thoughts? Because I think as, like, a gentleman spy, I think Idris Elba fits the type really, really well. I'd love to see an Idris Elba Bond. It made me laugh how many times the word time was said. Oh yeah, because it's in the name of the movie, isn't it? Also, I find it funny how the whole plot follows a bioweapon that can kill people with a single touch. Which was, I can understand why they decided to delay the film into 2021 and not 2022. Idris Elba has been a fan favorite for a bit over here, yeah. Oh goodness, I'd love to see Idris Elba. Because, like, he could pull off a gentleman spy so damn well. Plus, like, he's an already established action star as well. Like, we had Daniel Craig for a bit, but we never, like, had a true Daniel Craig. I wouldn't mind seeing a female Bond. I wonder who a good female Bond would be. Oh, don't do that. Who would be a good, let's call her Jamie Bond. Who would be a really good Jamie Bond? Did I see the new Ghostbusters? I haven't. I've seen the trailer for the new Ghostbusters because, like, we had a delayed release over here in Australia. Because, you know, cinemas aren't exactly open too well. Very safe movie, the new Ghostbusters. That's what I thought. I thought it was just like a nostalgic cash out. But if it's really good, I'll take your word for it, even if, like, none of the main cast are making a return, or, like, if it's, like, come on. Like, I'm all for getting kids on the action, but, like, really the best you can do is, like, a silly kids film making callbacks to, like, the older generation. At least with James Bond, they opened up the opportunity for, like, anyone to play 007. But, like, I don't know. I don't know. If you say it's good, I'll believe you. I'll take your word for it, but, like, I'm probably not going to see it, or I'm, you know, going to wait for it to come out on Netflix or something like that. Oh, how are we gonna dress Styles up? That's a very, very good question. I think, actually, you know what? I think we'll dress him up in black. Because, like, we're still in autumn. Yeah, I don't know. Dude, you really have to see it. You won't be disappointed. Oh, okay. Alright. Alright, if you say so. Oh, dear. Was it 30 minutes and we've only drawn one? Yeah, that's kind of meh. Let's see, all mentions sketched up. Is this another one? Amazing. Oof. Oh my goodness. When did I upload that, by the way? The fluff. Like 220 the other day. Alright, we can work with that. Poggers. Poggers, poggers. We love to see that. Oh yeah, we love to see that. Oh yeah. These are new people in the Secret Santa. Sweet. Sweet. Okay. Did the runtime hurt the new Bond movie for you? No. I think it used most of its time effectively. I don't think it dallied around for too much. I'd say that, like, how they handled Spectre in the film was maybe a little bit misguided. But, like, I don't know. It felt more like they were trying to wrap up a loose end, despite, you know, literally introducing them in the previous film. I feel like the previous film was more of a canon Bond, or like a Bond for story purposes, than it was for, like, you know... I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. I feel like Spectre could have been handled better. I feel like Felix could have been handled better. I really liked 007, the woman who played her. Yeah, no, just really, really good. For, like, the entire movie, you don't know if she's working with Bond, or, like, you don't know who to trust. Because, like, I never knew that Rami Malek was, like, orchestrating everything from behind the scenes. Because, like, you never knew if you could trust M, you never, like, you didn't know a bunch of things going into that film. Which I was, like, really, really happy about. I think that was handled really, really well. And then it was all brought together, not in the best way, but it was still well done. But yeah, I thought the runtime was just appropriate. And I think most Bond films have a long runtime anyway. It wasn't like Spectre where the runtime, you know, led to a forgettable movie. Anyway, yeah, because if we go to Spectre, the Bond film, about the same runtime, it was 2 hours 28. I can't remember a single thing out of that. If we look at Skyfall, the 2012 film, again, 2 hours 28. If we look at No Time to Die, we have 2 hours 43, like, all very similar. It's like, it's common for a modern Bond film to be a long film. Just so long as it handles its action well. It's like, you know. Plus, I think they did a better job on the metatextual stuff this time round. I noticed that, like, every time we saw James Bond when he was a retired spy, every single shot was done from over his shoulder. And very early on in the film, the main character, or like the woman, Sophia, was that her name? She mentions how, like, she, like, playfully mentions how James Bond is always looking over his shoulder and, like, how he can't let go of the past. And that was continued on throughout the rest of the film. I thought that was really, really good. It was like, it was the little things. It was the little things and the little bits of thought that I really, really enjoyed in that. I got annoyed how people were upset that there wasn't a credit scene. Yeah, no, there's not meant to be a end credit scene. The only end credit scene you get is James Bond will return in blank movie, or James Bond will return. There's the only bit of end credits that you ever get in a James Bond film. Just like, not everything has to have an end credit scene. It's like, bruh. I really hope that, like, the Marvel craze sort of begins to wane. Because, like, especially with Eternals, like, I heard mixed reviews about that. And, like, most of Marvel's new property, like, unless No Way Home does a really good job of what it's meant to do, I don't know, I can't see what's in store for the future of Marvel except for, like, the occasional movie that I'll see from them. Because, like, I'll give them credit, I really, really like Shang-Chi. I think that's, like, one of my top Marvel films of all time. Because, like, it had some of the best choreographed fights that I've seen in a very good while. Like, all of the martial arts fight scenes, really, really well done. And Shang-Chi never, like, was always, like, cast as like a really, really proficient martial artist user. But, like, in the context of, like, his friends, or, like, his family and his immediate family, like, he's always pitched as the underdog. Like, he got his ass handed to him by his sister, because he left that world of assassination behind him. But yeah, no, really like Shang-Chi. Really happy to see a follow-up movie from him in the future. But yeah, I don't really see myself being a continual fan of Marvel going forward. I'll watch the occasional film. Like, I watched Black Widow, it was alright. I watched Shang-Chi, really liked it. But I don't think I'll see Eternals. I don't think I'll see, some of their other shows. I might see She-Hulk, because depending on how they handle it, it could be done well. But yeah, I just don't see myself watching most of their stuff going forward. The bus fight was fun. It was so good! So good! And that's at the very beginning of the film. Like, oh my goodness, what a way to set the tone of your movie. I mean, insane. Insane that they put that at the very beginning. I think that just perfectly set the tone for the rest of the film. Honestly. Honestly. Anyway. We need to start drawing the rest of these. Oh dear. Yeah, speaking of Marvel, I don't know what's coming out for DC. The intro scene for Shang-Chi has major Dynasty Warrior vibes. Yeah! Yeah, it really does. It really does. I think, something that they could have done better was, like... I don't know why they had to make the father as charismatic as they did. Because, like, at points I ended up liking him as a person. Like, he was generally a very attractive man. He was generally, like... We've seen him as a good person, and not just like a war-conquering blah blah blah. But, like, he does some horrendous things in the film. And, like, I didn't know how to feel about him. Morbius? Was that his name? I don't care. But yeah, like, I really liked him at some points, but then there were other moments where, like, he was really brutal. So I didn't know how to feel about him. Like, at the very end, he gives the 10 rings to his son once he realized how much of a cock-up he's made. That was, like, his one moment of redemption throughout the whole film. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But otherwise, like, I really liked Sean, or, like, Shang. I like how he was introduced as kind of like this, you know, valet driver, despite to, like, get away from his, his fantastical past. I don't know, I really, really liked it. Also, I liked, the nice foreshadowing at the beginning with the grandma that is, like, trying to, hold on to the past. And, like, doing some kind of Day of the Dead-esque... I'm not gonna say Day of the Dead-esque. Like, some remembrance sort of rituals. Like, miniature rituals, anyway. I liked that bit of subtext at the beginning. That really, like, grabbed my attention. But yeah, no, really, really well handled film. Probably like one of my favorite Marvel films. Probably in like the same verse as WandaVision, I'd say. Shang-Chi also felt like it had stakes. Really, just really, really well done. Just well done film. I don't know. There's a couple of DC films that are meant to be coming out. For example, The Batman starring Robert Pattinson. I don't know if I'm gonna see that. There's a couple of others. Are there actually a couple of others? Oh, Venom. No, that's Marvel. Whoops. I don't know if I'll see the new Venom. Let's have a look at upcoming DC films. DC movies. We have The Batman, DC League of Super Pets. Yay. Black Adam. What is Black Adam? Oh, this seems fun. Is it starring The Rock? Of course it's starring The Rock. Yeah, it's starring The Rock. That's... Is, like, Black Adam more of the Shazam style characters? Yeah, Black Adam and Shazam, yeah. Ancient Egyptian, oh, blah blah blah, don't care. Yeah, the League of Super Pets, that's fun. The Flash movie, maybe, I don't know. Aquaman movie, and then a new Shazam film. The Batman is the only one that I'm, like, remotely interested in. TBH. TBH. Yeah. Anyway, that's enough of that. Should be getting back to what we're meant to be doing. What we're meant to be doing. Anyway, I'm just gonna do some preemptive swoopty-boops. More swoopty-boops. That's kind of in the same vein. Maybe, like, reduce how much padding is on the seat. No! Actually, yes, reduce how much padding is on that seat. Old cars do not have, like, headrests. They just don't. So, like, most of the chairs are really, really low down. I need to keep remembering those things, because, like, I do not want them to slip my mind at any point. Like, Eve doesn't have a headrest there. You shouldn't have a headrest there. Like, none of that. Black Adam is totally an ego project for Dwayne. Nah. Nah, not really. I mean, if it's coming from Warner Media, then it's not going to be an ego project for Dwayne. An ego project for Dwayne is most likely going to be a movie that he solo, like, is an executive producer on. Because, like, if we look at The Rock, I like how just typing The Rock gives you Dwayne Johnson, because, like, you know, what the hell ever. Oh yeah, he has a discography, that's funny. What about filmography? Blah, blah, blah. His awards and honors, I just want to see where he's been an actor. Acting career, no, I need to see his all of it. I need to see, founded his production company, $7 production, blah, 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 don't care. The Rock movies. Movies starring Dwayne Johnson. Filmography, Wikipedia. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. The movies where he's literally also a producer on, I'm more inclined to believe are, what's his place? Oh, he's a producer on Black Adam. Never mind. Yeah, that's a complete ego project. Also, he's voicing Crypto the Superdog in the DC League of Super Pets. Why am I not shocked? Ugh, merde. Talk about annoying. Talk about frustrating. Unfortunate. From all that I heard from the behind the scenes for it, it felt like he had a lot of power. Yo, that's so cool. Oh, I'm so sorry. Popular Hollywood, like, celebrity and multi-millionaire Dwayne Johnson having power in, like, directing a movie. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Type 1 if you are remotely shocked, because I am certainly reeling with this, like, everything. Mooish, thank you so much for joining the stream. Thank you so much. And thanks for your compliment. Yeah, I really need to kick myself into, like, gear to be able to finish this page off sooner rather than later. Let's see. Jacket. Merd. Also, I'm literally doing everything that I did before. Kind of cringe, bro. Goodness. Yeah, and then he's leaning forward, and then legs are kind of like over there. Or should they be crossed? We can always make them crossed. Nah. I think we'll just have one leg going down there. And like, you know, the patented trademark styles that could crush watermelons with ease. Good night, Maxwell. Which, you know, I'm not even remotely guilty on saying, sorry. Sorry, man has thunder thighs. Man has thighs that, like, if you smack them together would rival thunderclaps. That's just a fact. That's just a fact. Alright, that's the top. More window shenanigans. Man's got thighs, you're right. You want to see the official reference sheet. I say official, but really it's a makeshift until I come up with something better. Go all the way over here into refs 2021 and styles. Here we go. Look at that man. Oof. Oof. Center of gravity that, you know, can rival the friggin' can't ever knock me down punching bags. Look at that. Look at that. What a man. What a man. Anyway. Anyway, we should definitely make his head bigger. Or just, like, make him less buff. But I think making his head bigger is probably a good decision to keep him looking slim. Get rid of a lot of that back there. Yeah, what am I looking for? The issue is he looked like he had too broad shoulders. We could just, like, get rid of that and, like... What's something interesting for him for, like, this arm to be doing? Actually, I've got the perfect idea. We're not doing the finger guns, by the way, in case that's the impression that you got. I think that's a good look. Where are we? Where are we? One, all the way. What is he meant to be saying here? I have an idea, but, like, yeah. It's a shame, really. It's always the same story, no matter where we go. Even in Paris, he somehow sucked the joy out of the city of love. So yeah, maybe like an exclamatory... That's not a word. Like a, you know, a gesture of grandiosity, maybe. Or like, you know, an emotive gesture. That's what I'm really trying to get at here. That's what I'm really trying to get at. That is what I'm trying to get at right here. You return? Hello. Hello, return. I'm Mewzer. Sorry, bad joke, bad joke. Only good jokes on the Ladanium Mewzer podcast. Maybe we should do a signature point like he did in, like, chapter 1. That could work. That could work. And swoop, swoop, and then swoop, and then swoop, and then swoop, swoop. Something to that degree. Also, this is the first mention of gay sauce. This is the first mention of gay sauce throughout the entire comic. This is like proper gay sauce, mind you. Not like, oh, bitch baby. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. This is when we start getting serious. This is when we start getting serious. We spent all of Arc 1 introducing you to my gay babies, and now we get to show them off. It's actually gonna be so good. Yo, let's go. These guys are gonna be so homosexual. I'm gonna love them so much. And hopefully you should too. Hopefully I don't get in trouble with webtoons, because let's face it, I am getting very, very saucy with how I'm writing this chapter. Yeah, look at that fucking cheeky smirk. Hehehe. Alright, that's completely done. How are we gonna draw him? Preferably sooner rather than later. I'm not gonna give him, like, the little head tilt. Like, the playful little head tilt. I'm probably just gonna, like, stick to what I know. Actually, you know what? Snarky eyebrow raise. 100%. Move it up just a little bit. Snarky eyebrow raise, absolutely. We need like 100% snark on this chapter. But yeah, I really hope I don't get... Actually, know what? Like, some creators have literally put on full-on, like, very racy images in their comics, so, you know, I can get away with a little bit of cheeky innuendo. I can get away with a little cheeky innuendo. Oh dear. Oh, by the way, I should mention Mausch. This is a comic that I work on. It's called Felis. It follows the adventures of a group of adventurers called the Clipped Dove as they secure parts of an ancient religious artifact called the Chains of the World. So just think furry Indiana Jones on steroids. That's basically what I do. By the way, comic is completely free to view, so if you want to, like, you know, dedicate some time, maybe check it out. You can find it on Webtoons just under Felis. You can just search it up. Felis. I think it's in the description, like the stream's description, but, you know, just in case it is not, it is there. Currently, we're working on the 4th chapter right now. I should have gotten this out, like, yesterday? Or technically on today, but I haven't finished this page. And I figure, you know, I'll take another week off, finish off this page, and then the next one after it, which is this. I'll finish off these 2 pages, and then, we can start, like, pumping out chapter 4. That's a little bit too Joker grinny for me. There we go. Oh yeah, move the face up as well. Because we're kind of doing some sauce down here. When looking for Felis, I accidentally came across a... No! No, no, not a fetish. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Trust me, it is not a racy comic. Trust me. I accidentally came across a webtoon on comic called Fetish. No shot. No shot. If we just go to webtoons. No way. If we just go Felis. I refuse. Bruh, how did you get fetish? Bruh. All I get is Shikimon, elephant in the room, and like Felis. Get out of here. Get out of here. None of that. None of that. Comic called Fetish directly directly associated with my comic? Nah. Nah, get out of here. Oh my goodness, it actually exists. Oh, that is not good. Okay, so we got 3D, my fetish for drawing, and then fetish crime/mystery. That has better viewership than my comic, and has 3 fucking episodes. Sadness. I do not like. I am jealous. Jealous boy right here. I am so annoyed. Okay, in Google, that makes way more sense. Ugh. Nerd. That is what I say to that. Nerd. Okay, time for, like, fucking gay curly hair. Because, like, goodness gracious, do I love it. Why curly hair, you ask? It's hot. I'm just gonna say it right now. Curly hair is hot. Facts. That's just true. I'm fine. I'm fine, Q. I'm fine. But yeah, curly hair is just hot. I'm sorry. It just is. That's just how it be. We might make his face a little bit larger. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Or we'll just like move the hair over. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Either way, it's going to be messy, gorgeous, curly hair. There we go. Right. By the way, I was looking, so I have recently started up a new video game, which is rare for me because, like, I don't really play video games nowadays. But I've recently started playing Doom again. And the only reason, like, I haven't, or, like, the original, I should say, like, the 1999 version, the only reason why I haven't been doing so far, and it's one reason, and it's a rather silly reason, it is because, it's like, it hasn't aged well, I must say. The only way, like, you can really play Doom nowadays is by, like, upscaling everything and, like, giving the ability to look around using your mouse cursor. So, I'm gonna show you what I have recently started playing through right now. We're gonna put this off, we're gonna go to Doom, and we're gonna go open up GZ Doom. There is a reason why I've been playing this game. Oh yeah, also I really shouldn't have just alt-tabbed. We're gonna mute this. We'll load up secret level because I think that was my most recent playthrough. So, you'll notice several things. The textures look completely crisp. That is point number 1. Point number 2, I can look anywhere. I'm not restricted to, like, horizontal mouse movement. I can just do whatever I wish. But yeah, I've just been playing through this in my spare time. Super, like, oh fuck. But yeah, no, I've been really, really into Doom as of late. Because, like, holy shit, is this game so good when you let it. Yeah, there we go. Two secrets back to back? Who knew? Let's try and finish off this level real quick. Because, like, what I've been trying to do is, like, go through and, like, 100% all the secrets. Also, we recently got... Who did we get? Moish, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, no, I've just been playing through this in my spare time. I think the ability for, like, really nice audio and textures has pretty much completely allowed me to, I think I might turn down the game volume real quick. Because that's a little bit too loud. But yeah, no, I've just been enjoying this in my spare time. Because, like, goodness gracious, is the movement in this game really, really good. I love the movement in Doom. You just go so fast. Really, really big fan of, like, your old Quakey shooters, and I'm really happy that, like, they, like, paid attention to movement in the newer games. Which is now that I think about it, I need to play through or, like, Quake sometime. Oh, fuck. I haven't been searching for secrets this entire time. It's probably because, like, my vision has been just so, like, eh. Okay, we have some things down there. We're just gonna... Swoop. You go so fast in this video game. It's so good. All the way through, all the way through. Swoop. And we go swoop, and then we go swoop, and then we go swoop. And then we open up the yonk. Oh no. Yo, another secret. Let's go. No, that didn't do a damn thing. Will this let me parkour? Probably. Yup. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing in my spare time. Just doing 100% secrets in that game. Because, you know, it's cool. It's cool. That's exactly what it is. I love Doom. Love Doom. Brutal. I'm not going to check out Brutal Doom. I know what Brutal Doom is. You're not going to, like, you're not going to get me there. I know what Brutal Doom is. It's the fucking Doom game where the super shotgun is so damn bad. Where the chainsaw is a friggin' toothbrush. Where the shotgun has a chance to jam, like, every couple of shots. Where you have to, like, fix your, like, fists by, like, applying ointment to your nails. It's just like, ugh. It's silly, and, like, what is isn't the plasma gun literally gay furry slaughters demons for amusement ASMR? Oh, you know it. Isn't, like, the plasma gun, what's his face? Isn't the plasma gun literally a vacuum cleaner? Bro, you don't just willy-nilly into rooms and... Sure I do. Willy-nillying is so much fun. That's the whole point of the game. It's an on-rails action shooter. You have to be quick. Dude, no, that's totally not what I'm talking about. No, that's Brutal Doom. Oh, you'll find it for me, okay. I thought Brutal Doom was the one where it was, or maybe that was like Kaizo Doom or Unfair Doom, but I really thought for a second that Brutal Doom was like the really stupid, over-the-top, no need to be as difficult as it was Doom. That's exactly what I thought it was. But like, if it's completely different, okay, sure, I'll check it out. I'll check that out. Oh, swoop. Oh, swoop. Let's not swoop there. Okay. Let's swoop over here. Let's, swoop over there. I might make his eyes a little bit bigger. Because, you know. We'll see. Anyway, we really need to start drawing. Okay, let's go over here. I'll, like, chuck that back on. Maybe make it a bit bigger. Because, like, I still need to get used to the new style of how I'm drawing bowler hats. Because I've changed how I've drawn them recently. To something that's, like, more akin to an actual bowler hat and not just, like, bad. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. There's a very, very weird trend of, like, gay people leaning towards, like, heavy metal, you know, overtly violent media such as Doom. I think it's funny. I think it's really, really funny. You either have, like, really fabulous drama queens, or you have, like, scary queens, and I think I'm fitting the scary category more than anything else. But I'm gonna just quickly grab some water. I will be right back. So, yeah. Oh hey, it's the song that we all like. It's the song that we use in our cheeky little, what's its face? You know what I mean. The speed paint. Bruh. Took me a while to get there, but, you know. Figured it out eventually. Figured out what the words were. Alright. I'm gonna move that up just a little bit. Sweet. Is there music? Yeah, there should be. I'm seeing it come through. It might be like really, really quiet. Let's turn it up actually. Oh, right. I turned it down because of Doom. Let's turn that back up to 24. Honestly, low-key, not even low-key, fabulous music to jam along to. I really should put some of this music in my brain-scratched playlist. There we go. Cool. This parent music makes me want to rebel against my parents and authority figures. Funny. Funny. I no clue why that would happen, honestly. That seems like a you thing. Could it be the hard rock soundtrack in the background? Nah. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. How we have changed as a species, honestly, though. Because, like, this music would have been labeled as what, like, devil music, you know, like, the music of delinquents. Did you know that Twisted Sisters, the band, had to stand on tribunal, like a local community, or, like whatever, at a local inquest? Because, like, parents were upset at, you know, the imagery within their songs. And they just straight up, like, say out the name of their fan club, which is, like, the... It's something like the... It's like the Triple F Twisted Sisters, and like he straight up says, you know, when he's asked, you know, what does it stands for, and the lead singer says it stands for the Freaky Fucking Friends of Twisted Sisters, and you know that was said on public at a tribunal. Fucking incredible, man. Times were so different back then. You could get away with being homophobic and racist and sexist. Fucking double whammy, or like triple whammy. Plus, like, the good things, which were, like, you know, far and few between. I don't know. People probably think more favorably on the old times and, you know, how good they actually were. Hey man, only true takes on the MrMewzer podcast. Only true takes. Because let's face it, racism is, like, much better nowadays. Like, people are very less, like, so much less bigoted, and thank goodness for it. But, you know, there's still a lot of work to be done. Gonna be honest with you, we don't live in paradise quite yet. But yeah. Probably shouldn't let nostalgia blind us either. Cool. So that's done. He's pointing up. He's being like, ooh, look at me. I'm Styles. I'm so handsome and buff and blonde and Alright. There we go. Cool. That's done. Yep, and then Clive is done. You know what? We're gonna quickly do... what's his face? I think we'll do this in rough sketch, actually. I'm gonna quickly do the risque panel. And, considering it is focused completely on his mouth, I wonder what the innuendo here could be. I wonder. Maybe you'll just have to wait. Aw, sad, sad. You're just gonna have to wait. You're gonna have to wait for the comic to be released. Aw, sad. Sad. Sad, sad. He makes a funny, inappropriate joke, and he's like, you guys don't know. You guys don't know. You guys don't know what he's gonna say. Because you haven't read comic yet. You haven't read comic yet. Actually, this... Oh my goodness, this sketch is awful. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Not interested. Not interested. Stop teasing, you jerk. Funny. Funny. I'm gonna tease all I want. Probably because, like, people like to tease me. That's how I get my back at the world. Swoop-de-boop, and then we swoop, and then we scoop, and then we scoop, and then we swoop. And then we're like, ooh, what if we, like, whoa. And then we, like, chucked it over here, and then we were like, oh no, let's do that, and then there's like, ooh, all the way back. Cool. Yep. We are being naughty on the MrMewzer. Felis comics, all of that. Anyway. 401, we've been doing this for an hour and a half. I need to check up on something real quick. Because I think I know what might have happened. Definitely go for... Oh, okay, yeah, noise. check. Actually, whatever. 2:30. That was a while ago. Whatever. Whatever. Whatever I say. Whatever I say. Wait. No. 4 p.m. 4 p.m. I come from Australia, you see. I come from Australia. And over in Australia land, it is 4 p.m. in the afternoon. Oh no, my cat is asking me to let her in. Oh, baby. Baby. Okay, fine, I suppose I will. Why must you pull at the heartstrings, my darling? Why must you do that? Alright, I will be right back. I'm not going to even put it on the BRB screen, because quite frankly, we do not need that. We do not need that. We will be 1 second only. It's a cat who owns a cat? No, it is a human that pretends to be a cat, and that human owns a cat. MrMewzer doesn't own socks. The owner of MrMewzer owns socks. Oh dear, alright. I really shouldn't... Okay, you know what? I'm gonna get rid of, like, the flaps on his mouth. Because I feel like it makes him look less attractive, less flattering. I think I'm... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna draw his nose at an angle, so I can avoid the problem outright. There's, like, as much... Okay, as much as, like, I try to exude, like, how young Clive is... I gotta sleep. Have a good stream. All good. Thanks for stopping by, and thank you so much for following, by the way. Hopefully I'll see you sometime soon. But yeah, have a good night. I'll talk to you later. Maybe. We'll see. Have a good one. But yeah, like, Koo, are you... okay, I'm curious. Like, it was Vucky who knew that they... Or, like, he was Italian. I'm curious if you're not getting lit in. No, Missy. No, Missy, you ruined your one shot. I opened the door for you. You sat very idly up on the banister and you were like, I'm not gonna move. No. No. No, you're staying out there. I gave you the chance to come in and then you were like, no. Yeah, that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna sit. You're gonna sit on the railings. There we go. Real cat talks. Yep, pretty much. Pretty much. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so that's tongue. That's tongue. Yeah, like canonically, how old do you think Clive is? I'm curious. Just, like, judging him as a person, how old do you think that man is? $26? I'm curious that you went so low. He's like around... Oh, how old is Clive? He's been kicking for a while. Let's see. Yeah, by the time the story begins, Clive is 31, and then Styles is 26. Same age as Prefect. Actually, I might, like, affect Prefect's age just a little bit. Ah, sod it, who cares? Sod it, who cares, who cares, who cares? Because, like, who's to say that he's, like, you know, a new attorney? Like, he's probably been doing it for a while. And he's just, like, recently hit a stroke of bad luck. But, yeah. Yeah, we are certainly starting to kick up the element of sexuality in this chapter, at least. Probably not in the way that you're immediately thinking, or maybe in the way that you're immediately thinking, depending on where your mind goes to. Task manager, let's get rid of you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Let's see. I felt like he was the type of character that had a rough upbringing and was forced to grow up a lot faster to survive. You are completely correct. It just so happens that he's been living much longer. Because, like, oh, should I divulge this bit of story information? When did he start going to university? Let's see. By the age of blah blah blah. How old is Clive by the time of 1919? Let's see. Clive changes his name, works as a practicing priest in London Catholic Church at age 18, and begins his studies in the field of archaeology. But he pretty much starts using influence much earlier in life, unfortunately. Yeah. Poor baby. Poor baby, honestly. Not a happy life. I suppose that's why he tries to seek out family to comfort him. Anyway, let's go to 4. But yeah, all of my characters have had it rough, unfortunately. I think I'll finish off one more panel and then call it a day. I think that's what I'm going to do. Because what, we've basically spent an hour and a half working on, what's-his-face? An hour and a half working on the comic, which is pretty good. I think that's pretty good pace. Yeah. Ah, crud. Maybe we should do this on a separate layer then. Who knows? Who knows, who knows, who knows? But yeah, I think I'm gonna, like, do all of the roughs just to figure out the scene. There we go. We go all the way to, I think, 5. Sorry, the character's probably picking up my facial expressions as I try to do, like, a very painfully forced grin. But yeah. Right. There we go. If we peel the character away, we'll see there is no cat but a working robot. Pretty much. Pretty much. Sorry, am I like doing the grinning thing again? Oh my goodness, what a bad habit. What a bad habit. That's exactly. We do 15. Alright, I think we'll wrap it up there, actually. I'm starting to fucking cook in my room. Goodness. But yeah. It was nice to come back and stream. We're working our way through our sketches. That's what matters. I think everything else should be pretty similar. Let's have a look. Yeah. Clive, bicep, Clive. Oh, sorry. Prefect, bicep, prefect, Butch, Clive leaning over, Eve looking back, Styles looking in the wing mirror, Styles glaring. Pretty much that's how we're gonna make this thing work. Alright. It's been fun. Thank you so much for sticking around till the very end, Q. I hope you had a lovely, lovely time. And Musish, thanks for joining as well. Alright, but I'm gonna go now. It's been fun. Take care.